kindness of the sage. One day, while traveling through a quiet countryside, a wise sage came across a weary traveler sitting by the roadside. The traveler was thin, his clothes were tattered, and his face showed the strain of hunger and exhaustion. He had lost his way and had been wandering for days without food or guidance. The sage, noticing the man's distress, sat down beside him. Without hesitation, he handed over his own humble meal, a small bundle of bread and dried fruit. The traveler looked up, his eyes wide with gratitude, and began to eat, his strength slowly returning. As the man finished his meal, the sage reached into his robes and pulled out an old, weathered map. "This path," he said, pointing to the map's markings, "will take you to the next village. The people there are kind and will help you find your way." The traveler hesitated, unsure of how to express his thanks. "How can I ever repay you?" he asked. The sage smiled softly. "By helping someone else in need, when the time comes." Kindness carries on through each act. The traveler nodded, his eyes welling with tears. With the sage's map in hand, he rose and continued his journey, feeling for the first time in days a spark of hope. Years later, that same traveler would become a renowned explorer, often speaking of the humble sage who had offered his meal, his map, and a reminder of the power of compassion.